Guys, today is Monday, no news Monday, October 27, 2025, and here is another trade recap. So, coming in the morning, this is what we saw. 4 hours. On the 4 hour, we are at all-time highs again, which I don't really like trading, to be honest. But basically, all-time highs, daily bias is gonna be longs, although we have this new week opening gap right here. Let me adjust this. We still have it, this new week opening gap, right? So almost like 90%, I don't know the actual percentage, but almost all the time price comes to this new week opening gap, fills it, and then continues higher if we are at all-time highs. But it is a Monday, no news Monday. I don't think it's gonna be too volatile enough to fill in new week opening gap. I think we're just gonna continue higher. That was what was in my head. Hourly, same thing. 30-minute. We have these Asia lows, London lows. We had an SMT here before, but yes. So we do have this 30-minute gap that we are in at open, right? On ES though, we did not. Yeah, so boom. So let's get into it. Let's go to the 1 minute. What did I see at the 1 minute? We have these sell side we can fill and then continue higher, right? We also had these, but like I said, no news Monday. It's not gonna be as volatile. If ever it does touches that, that's perfect. We probably have more draws on liquidity on the buy side. Right, anyways, okay, market opens here, boom, immediately we sweep these highs. London's already been swept, we have these highs. So liquidity's been taken on the buy side, which low-key you could have had a trade here, but it's really risky because of this giant move already. Right, we swept liquidity higher, boom. Here, I'll just make the charts cleaner for you guys. Right, we swept liquidity buy side, and now we just have to inverse to get a short entry to target those lows. Right, boom, he could have probably entered here for a 1-to-1, something like this, and these, maybe a 1-to-1. Let's see, yeah, so you would have got hit a 1-to-1. You inverse this gap, this 1 minute gap. I don't think there's one in the 2. There is a 2, but this is already, the move's already done. So boom, you could have like finished off the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes of New York Open, but no, I don't think that was a good trade at all. Other than, yeah, we have draws on liquidity on new week opening gap, but other than that, I don't think it was like a A+++ setup, you know. It was probably an A. And I think Patty from PB and them took that trade, which I did watch his trade recap. That's why I'm explaining this for you guys. But yeah. So boom, what do we see for buy side? We swept these lows. Now we're continuing higher. So I want to enter because we swept those lows and we're at all-time highs. I just wanted to see this inverse, and that was pretty good for me. Right, break even here, targeting a 1-to-1, all 1.5. Yeah, so boom, that closed. I waited for this candle and then I entered off that. Boom, we were drawdown immediately. Right, we got saved by that 1 minute, Like we really almost got stopped. Like if you take this out, we almost got stopped. And boom, I'm pretty sure we get stopped regardless. Or did I go break even there? Hold on, let me check. October 27, yeah, we got stopped. Yes, I took a handful of trades today because of this price action. But yeah, so we got stopped right here. If I extended my stops to even this wick, that's still a 1-to-1, but I should, now that I look at it, I should have followed my rules again, man. But yeah, my stops were at this body here, and we got wicked like right on the tick, and we got stopped. And you know how it goes, right? When you get stopped, price goes to where you want. But yeah, let's keep this here, and then we'll see what happens on the next trade. So boom, I see basically on this is discretionary. I see we're finally getting the move, and I just kind of entered off this break of structure here, right? Yeah, discretionary. I think I went break even on this. Yeah, 14. That this 14 is, by the way, the fees, I'm pretty sure. So boom, this is my break even again, and so here I went break even already pretty quickly. Targets were 1-to-1, I think. Let me go back. Yeah, 1-to-1, flat 1-to-1. So here's my break even. And here, to be honest, I thought we were just gonna hit TP because we're making like bullish structures. Yes, we're gonna go down a little bit, but I still think we continue higher. We almost get stopped here, and boom, we hit break even. Right, so let's take this trade out. Boom. And now what am I looking for now? I looked at the 5, we inversed to the lower, we displaced lower, and I'm like, are we really gonna go to new week opening gap? I don't think so. On a no news Monday, I don't even know why I'm trading this. All right, but anyways, we tapped into this gap again. I think this is the 30. Yeah, right, we can put it here too. 15. Boom, just to be more precise, I guess, even though we're done trading. But yeah, so we tapped into that 15. I see that we're respecting it again, and what do I look for? An inverse. You know, I wanted a more stronger inverse than this 1 minute, so I looked at the 2. There's one there. 3. There's one there. 4. There's one there, and the stronger 5. So boom, I don't know why this is even already, but yeah. So here we closed, and I wanted to enter and get filled a little better here. So yeah, we inverse this, like a strong inverse too. So I'm like, perfect. This is the move to get our W finally, right? And price is really choppy today. Well, obviously, because it's a no news Monday. But yeah, so I entered here. I tried to get a better fill here, but it didn't end up working. But yeah, so we finally moved higher, right? And my stops are here, and then I proceed to move it here because what, we have these lows respected, we have this inverse gap here, and a 5 minute now. So boom, and then we also hit our break even already. So I was like, perfect, right? This is the move. Like, it's less choppy right now, but nope, we move down again, get break even, and then we move higher again. So I'm like, bro, it's so fucking choppy, right? So I wait. Now I look at the 5 again. We filled this 5 minute, we're in it. Yeah, just the 5. And now I'm looking for an inverse move on this leg. So boom, here we inverse this, there's no gap here. There's no 2 minute, 3 minute, no. It was just the one. So we inverse this. I entered immediately. Sticking to this now. This is my low. This is my break even. This is my take profit. Right? This my original 1-to-1. That's just what I wanted to target. And boom, we inverse it. And finally, we move cleaner. Little chop, but cleaner to the higher. And I wanted to hold this a little longer because we've been getting stopped. Like look at this. If this was here, we would have hit TP already, right? So so basically with this last trade, I wanted it to breathe, right? I wanted to breathe a little more, have some room. But yeah, we touch break even. We got candle closures above it, and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting here. Here we moved higher again. Here basically, and then we did have a SMT here. That's why I wanted to enter. So we had the 5-minute fair value gap as our confluence, and we had the SMT where NQ swept these lows and ES has not, right? So we have a bullish SMT, so that was more confluence for me. So boom, I'm break even here, and then we're getting close to our TP, right here, really close. So I wanted to trail really hard because bro, this price action is ass. And I believe I put my stops here. Yeah, because we had fair value gap is that a 5-minute gap here. I wanted it to be at these lows if ever we tap into it, which we already did. So that was a pretty protected stop, and I thought finally this is the dub. But no, man, we get profit stopped, and we were really close, and I should have just closed off there, but I didn't because why not? I don't know. But yeah, the rest of the day choppy. Like if you look at the 3-minute, I believe it is. Yeah, look at this in the morning, like that, barcodes. But yeah, a couple trades today. What is it? 2 break evens, 1 stopped, and 1 profit stop. Like bro, full TP hit. Like look at this, man. That's really annoying, but that's not gonna hold us down. It's okay. So that last trade, 301. Obviously we are down today by about 228, which isn't that bad, and I think I managed my risk pretty well. Accounts at negative 450, not bad at all. And this week, this week Monday nothing. So Tuesday, Wednesday for sure we're gonna trade. We have some news. Thursday, Friday, like the rest of the week we're probably good to trade, and I hope we're gonna catch some bangers. I hope you guys caught a banger today, even though price is really choppy, which sucks, and it's Q4. Like come on, and we're at all-time highs. Please, we need some structure, man. We really need structure, especially for new traders. We need those structures back because we are struggling. But man, when this is gone, we're gonna be printing, and it's all on the long term, and I'm just gonna think of it that way. But yeah, I hope you guys took some W's, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Deuces.